Hey everyone, Barry here, back with another video. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. Today we're going to be talking about graphics in video games and really how important they are, or how unimportant they are, I guess. We're going to get into that. I feel like this is a very good talking point when it comes to games and, is our graphics like everything? Because a lot of people, not most, but there is definitely a section of people that do think that, and I do think this is a good talking point. So let's get
If you
started.
were to think of what makes a game worth getting, what do you think of? Do you think of the gameplay, the story, hell, maybe even how long the game takes to finish? Well, would you believe me that one of the biggest selling points of modern AAA games nowadays is how good the graphics are? Some people refuse to buy games if they can't see the literal sweat drops dripping off the main character's head during cutscenes. Yet they don't care.
That is true. There are people that are like that. Um, I do understand to an extent. Like, you wouldn't want to look at something ugly, because your eyes are going to be looking at that the whole time. And when it comes to how like newer consoles or graphics cards are promoted, it's usually graphics, like how good they are at pushing the boundaries. And it is insane. My whole the reason I cream over the reason I cream over graphics, oh my god, is because I'm a big techie. I love learning about this stuff. I love knowing how it works, and it's just really interesting to me. That's my appeal. That's as deep as it goes. A game doesn't need to look perfect or realistic, really, but it is cool to see how that works. But there are people who just think it's everything. Like, a lot of people were like saying that for like The Last of Us Part 2, The Last of Us Part 1 remake, and Horizon Forbidden West, I think, with their whole Peach Fuzz thing a few years ago. Like, I don't know. It is really cool. It is, don't get me wrong. But there are people who would just play it for the graphics. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're having fun, that's awesome. But yeah, there is definitely a market of people that just want to look at something pretty.
About how fun the gameplay of the game is. No, no, no. They're too busy focusing on how realistically the eyelashes are rendered on the main character's eyes. Yes, this is a real tweet.
Yeah, it's true. It's so bizarre because most of the time you aren't going to be looking at that. Although I will say, Hellblade 2 looked really, really damn good. Though it was such a snooze fest. I couldn't get into it personally, but it does look really good.
And it's one of the main reasons why I'm making this video, because I genuinely think this need for graphical fidelity is ruining games. Now, I'm not disregarding graphics at all. In fact, I do think graphics are important.
Well, yes. No. Graphics, yeah, they are important, like you're saying, but they are sort of ruining gaming, in a way, not fully. And it's okay if you don't believe that. But games are taking longer to make, and I believe the graphical fidelity is like the main reason for why it's taking so damn long for games to like come out. Like, games take like 5 years minimum, decade at most. Like, there's games probably being made that are being designed for the PlayStation 6 right now. And that's just like mind-boggling to me. Like, we have like 7 games for the PS5. Just please give me more. Yeah, God. But yeah, it is crazy. And also the size of the games. They're huge. They're massive. Dude, I don't know what they're putting in some of these games, like Ark, COD. A part of it is poor optimization, but it is also obviously graphics. But, mainly optimization and the developers being on a time crunch, I would say. But yeah, let's continue. Obviously, we aren't going to watch a whole video. You can watch this guy's video. Here it is right here. That's his channel. This is the name. And, you know, shout out. He's giving me content.
Important, because I mean, without them we wouldn't actually be seeing anything at all while playing the game. And when a lot of effort has been put into them to make them as visually appealing as possible, it is a genuine treat for your eyes while you're playing. I can't deny that. The problem lies in the need to make every game's graphics as realistic as humanly possible, and they keep trying to constantly push this more and more the better hardware gets. And I know consoles are getting more powerful.
Why isn't this working?
And they want to show off how the console can render skin pores at 4K, but like, the details are usually so minuscule at this point, you can only really tell the difference in terms of graphics if you were to put them side by side to a...
Now, when it comes to that, I don't think it's fair to do this in a video, because when you're looking at these 1080p to 4K to PS5 4K, it's like no, it is noticeable when you have a 4K monitor or TV next to a 1080p monitor or TV, and that's when you start to notice it. Like, you do notice the jump from 1080 to 1440. You will notice it, and it'll be even more going from 1080 to 4K. But where that comes into play, if you're playing on the PS4 Pro at 4K, while it does look slightly worse than the PS5, it is running worse. Dude, that thing's gonna be going off like a jet engine. It's insane. That's where the newer consoles do come into play. They try to upgrade the graphics of these older games, as you're seeing with God of War. It's more like a light remaster, I guess I would say, because I think the game was designed for the last generation hardware, so you can't really pin it too much on the PS5. They had to downscale it, basically, for the PS4 and PS4 Pro. So I don't think Ragnarok is a good point for this. What would be a good point for this? Fuck. Yeah, because there's not really too many next-gen games, but let's take Hellblade 2, for example, and compare that to, like, Resident Evil 7. Just random game that I remember, I believe, looked good when it first came out. And, you know, it kind of holds up. Yeah. But it's like Hellblade 2, you notice it. You do notice the next-gen hardware coming into play. But it's like difficult when they keep releasing things for like the PS4 and then upgrade it to the PS5, and it's like barely a difference. It's stupid. Here's an example. Demon's Souls remake. It looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if it was on the PS4, you would be able to tell. I do think so, just because of how the lighting is done, with like the ray tracing, the base lighting in general. It does look really good. It does. So, you know, I do think that comparing it from like PlayStation 4 God of War to PS5, not because it was probably originally made for the PS4, I'm guessing. I just want to put that in there. I'm sorry for the little rant. Let's continue.
Previous generation game going for the exact same fidelity, and you need to look really closely. There's a reason why a majority of PlayStation 5 games are playable on the PlayStation 4. I still have no idea why I own you. The more I think about it, the more tempted I am to just...
No, the no games bit. I do feel the same. The PS5 is like my YouTube Amazon machine, dude. I use it for like not Resident Evil. Oh my god, Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 remake. I played a bit of Stellar Blade. It was alright. It was fun, but it's like, I wish just give me more reasons to play it. I really like the PS5. I just want reasons to play games, but they aren't giving me any. So yeah. Oh my god, I spent like almost 10 minutes and we're only a minute and 38 and holy shit. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's continue.
throw you in the bin. I would honestly say that this whole graphical fidelity shit peaked in the PlayStation 4 era. Developers just want to constantly one-up this.
Oh my god, I said let's let it play. I'm pausing again because I do have stuff to talk about. The thing is, it didn't really peak in the PS4 era because you could still do so much stuff with lighting. It's not even funny. Like, if God of War now, like that God of War that's on the screen right now, was made for the PS5, not the PS4, was made to be on the PS5, it would look fantastic. It would. It would look so good. And it's crazy that it could get better. But I do understand what he's saying. I do. It's like, But another thing is, dude, the PS4 is gonna, again, be sounding like a jet engine at this point. So at some point, you do need to upgrade it. So, there's that.
Which brings up one of the big problems. Way too much time and money is being sunk into making so many stupid details, like making the horse's balls in Red Dead 2 look realistic and shrinking.
Okay, you know what? To be fair, nah, I don't know if I can defend this, but Red Dead 2, it is like made to be realistic. You know, it just is. What can you do about it, really?
Cold. Yes, this is real. This means development time.
Here, I'm sorry, I don't want to spend like 20 minutes on this video, so we are gonna skip ahead. I'm sorry. If you do want to check this guy out, you know, here's the channel, here's the name of the video, go check it out. So far, it is a good video. This is a talking point that, you know, I really enjoy, so I'm talking about it.
Takes much longer, as well as
Here,
increasing
let's go
the
to the most
budgets.
replayed.
They're both just coping at the fact neither of their consoles have a reason to exist anymore.
Oh my god.
But
Stop,
3 out
dude.
of these 4 games
People already got mad at me for this. Come on.
share a common trend. They would much rather be films than actual games.
No, I do agree. I do agree. But there is a subsection of people that do want that. Like, maybe, you know, someone, an older person, gets home from a long day of work. They just want to do something relaxing, so they pop in Last of Us, and, you know, they just want the story. They don't care for all this, like, gameplay and stuff. They're there for the story. And that is perfectly fine. That is. Hellblade 2, though, it wasn't for me. It was kind of a snooze fest for me, personally. It's okay if you enjoyed it, but I couldn't get into it.
It's a trend I've noticed or some shit. They want to be treated like blockbuster films rather than just being, you know, fucking fun. Like a game! Wow! Who would have guessed? Fun is immature.
Yeah.
Claim that it looks bad and ugly, and don't even give the game a chance.
Doom Eternal graphics. No, they don't. They do not look that bad. Come on, guys.
If you want proof of this, look no further than
Like,
the
it looks
best
good.
game ever made, Prey 2017.
Oh my god, I'm gonna calm. Dude, Prey 2017 is like top 3 favorite games for me, if not number 1. I love this game so fucking much. It's so amazing. I love it. I love
Developers
it.
of Prey, Arcane Austin, may they rest in peace, have an incredibly
By
unique art
Arcane.
style for all their games, where all of the characters look ugly as fuck. but
Dishonored
deliberate.
was also really good. Dude, they made so many sleeper hits, it's insane. Was Dishonored a sleeper hit? I thought it was big. I'm not too sure, but I know Prey undersold. But it was such a good fucking game, dude. If you haven't played Prey, I highly recommend it. You know, Steam Summer Sale is going on now. If Prey 2017 is on sale, go get it, guys. Go play that shit.
For example, in Dishonored, every single one of the characters are covered in imperfections in the best way possible. The texture work alongside these models.
The art style is really, really good. Art style helps games age better, yeah.
Prey still looks amazing. In
does.
fact, any stylized game will almost always be
Dude, that Ratchet and Clank game on the PS5 was so fucking sick. I loved it so much. It's so good.
graphically better than realistic
I had
games.
so much fun.
No matter how good the realistic games look, they will never ever stand the test of time because of this push for improvement.
Yeah, but it's like in the moment, like, that does look really good. It does. It really, really does.
Moving it as soon as hardware gets even the slightest of time compared to a
Oh,
game like
Hi-Fi
The
Rush mention. R.I.P. Tango. You made some bangers.
Last of Us, which is probably why they've remastered it 3 fucking
That did piss me off. It did. Did we need, like, The Last of Us Part 1 3 times?
times to try and gaslight us into thinking that it always looked amazing with its realistic graphic style. To be honest, Microsoft probably shut down
That is
Hi-Fi
way
Rush
too
because
silly.
Chai didn't have any rendered eyelashes and they wanted
Dude, that is so fucking cursed. I hate that. I hate that. Here, let's check here.
2 AAA games worth anyone's time has come out, and the best game of the year isn't even gonna be a game.
Whew, I do agree with that. But let's continue this. Let's go on and show why I do like good graphics. I more do like it from the tech aspect. It is insane what it takes to like pull this shit off. And I know it may not be worth it for like all games, like every game, of course. Obviously not. Like gameplay should always come first, but what I'm getting at is like, you know, it's just so cool how it works. It's insane. That sorry, I just really like to nerd out about it. Like the Matrix, the Unreal Engine 5 demo. Holy shit. Here, look at this. Like this is all in Unreal 5. It is insane. When this came out, holy shit, it was beautiful.
The real world. But computers are also mirrors.
How deep the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, it's like
But it
insane.
was
This is all in
important for
Unreal
me
5.
to ask people, how do we know what is real?
I mean, obviously you can tell now that it's like Unreal 5, but when it came out, it was like really hard to tell. And I do think that is like another point. Like when you see something that looks this good for the first time, it's like, yo, is that actually real? But then I don't know, your brain starts recognizing all these flaws, I think. And then it just starts to look fake. And then you notice the issues. Like your brain starts knowing what to look for.
Hi.
But that
I'm
does look
Keanu
insane.
Reeves.
Hi,
Over
Keanu.
20 years ago, I first played the character faces that could become immortal.
Yeah, it's also like the way they talk that you can kind of tell, and the eyes almost like if you look at it, but at first glance, it is still pretty hard to tell.
Hi, I'm Carrie Ann Moss, and I played Trinity in the Matrix films.
Yeah, but look, it looks insane. This all being rendered on like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, that is crazy. That my console can do that. It's insane to me. It is really cool. So let's check out the tech demo. We're not going to watch the full presentation, but I do feel that this is worth talking about.
Thanks, Tim, and hi everyone. I'm excited to get to show you some of the new experimental features.
Just show us.
Alright, so last year,
Fuck,
we
I'm
added
gonna
several
come,
new
dude.
features to the engine to support foliage rendering, and the Fortnite
Yeah, what kind of graphics card do you need to run this?
team used those features to ship Battle. Jacob's here with us today in the Unreal Editor.
That
Let's
is so
explore the
fucking cool.
environment.
Like this
And
is
what better way to
all
do
like
that?
being done
And
in
we
real
also
time.
added
That's
some
so
real-time
insane.
fluid simulation.
Oh my god, that is so fucking cool. It is. It
We
is
worked with the
so
team at
cool.
Rivian to set up Unreal's Chaos vehicle model to simulate the suspension of the truck and how the electric motors drive each individual wheel.
Like that is cool, and there is a place for this. But it's like fun games with gameplay are obviously always going to be superior. But something about this makes my little monkey brain go happy, you know? That it's so cool.
Chaos also simulates
Here,
how the tires
let's go to
compress
the
into
most replay.
So Jacob's going to go ahead and add a procedural assembly to the world.
Oh yeah, I messed with this. I did mess with Unreal 5. It was so cool. I loved it so much. Like, look at that. That is insane to me.
And the cool thing is that it communicates.
Oh, I know the cool thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can't even finish because everyone loves that shit.
And every everything updates to accommodate that change.
It's crazy. That is insane to me. Like, that does look really good. Now, I think we're gonna be done talking about Unreal 5. Let's talk about daddy of them all, Cyberpunk. The way the lighting is so good. I come to this game all the time, guys. I'm a professional Cyberpunk gooner. The way the lighting just reflects off everything, it's so crazy to me. Oh my god. Obviously, it would even look better in-game because YouTube compresses it. So I could only imagine how bad it's going to look for you guys. If that, hopefully it doesn't change much. God, that's so cool. Like, it's insane. I'm going to geek out real quick. The fact that all this lighting is done by like an algorithm to tell the game like what should be doing what, how bright something is, where it should be reflecting to. It's so crazy to me. That's so insane. And all of it being done in real time. That's crazy. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. I did just want to talk about this. I do feel that it is something relevant to talk about. So I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to like tell me your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your opinions. Like if you like this, dislike it if you want. Subscribe even. That would be nice. So other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. See ya.